Cibecs EndPoint Cloud is a hybrid cloud solution that allows companies to manage business data that is stored on endpoint devices from one central cloud console. EndPoint Cloud uses a policy approach to ensure that business data is found wherever it's located, that it's backed up, it's encrypted, and it can even be geolocated. If necessary, the endpoint cloud can remotely revoke access to data or deep erase the data. I will now walk through a very short demonstration of Cibecs Endpoint Cloud. I'm just going to log in with the test account. I'm then going to download the Discover agent, which I can run on my laptops, my desktops, or I can push it out with Active Directory. You can see that 5 endpoints have been discovered, and we can actually go and look at the detailed inventory that's been detected on those devices. So we can look at the what data has been discovered, what hardware is being used, what software, even what Windows updates have been applied to that endpoint. We define policies for endpoints. We can have multiple policies based on organizational requirements. Within a policy, we can define what we consider to be business data. We can choose which locations that we want to scan for this business data, and we can include cloud drives such as Dropbox and OneDrive. Also, we can add in email clients such as Microsoft Outlook. We can also set global excludes, which is basically files that we don't want to back up, we don't want to encrypt, we don't care about them. We can set our backup policy to be as often as every hour, and we can choose to enable encryption, to enable data loss prevention, data theft prevention, revocation of data, remote wipe, and also geolocation. As soon as we activate our endpoint devices, they will receive the full agent and they will start their backup based on the policy that's been assigned. After a short period of time, we'll see that all the devices have been protected. We can see the details of how much data has been protected on each device, when it was last backed up, etc. We'll now take a look at one of the endpoint devices in question. You can see we have some files on the desktop that have been encrypted by the backup policy. Of course, if I open the file, we can access the data within that file. Back in the Cloud Console, I can choose to geolocate that particular device, and I can see on the map exactly where that device is on Google Maps. I can also choose to revoke access to the data on that device. If returning to the endpoint and trying to open that PowerPoint file again, you can see I can no longer open that file. It is of course very simple to unrevoke that device, which will of course give access to the file. You can see that immediately I'm able to open the file after I unrevoked access. I can of course take it to the next level. I can choose to wipe the device, which will erase and continuously overwrite the disk where these files were located. You can see the data has disappeared. It is of course very simple to restore that data back to the same device or to a different device using the Cibecs agent installed on the endpoint. As you can see, the files are being restored and they are displaying the encryption icon as well.